Hello, my friend. Welcome to your sleep story. My name is Stephen Dalton. I'm an Irish storyteller, and it's my great privilege to be the voice that you listen to as you go to sleep tonight. Tonight we move a little into the future. In our world, there is a lot happening, and sometimes, instead of imagining what can go wrong, it's nice to think of a future that might be beautiful, and that is what is imagined in this story as we visit the Neon City. One small thing: if my work is helping you and you'd like to support me, you can do so on Patreon. The link is below this video. Okay, let's do the relaxation session now, which will take a few minutes before tonight's sleep story. I'm going to count down from 10 to 1, and as I do, allow yourself to let go more and more. 10. Feel the support of the bed beneath you, or the floor, or whatever surface you lie on tonight. And beneath all of that, feel the support of the earth, that deep, grounding support, that constant support, that unchanging, reassuring support that comes from our home, the earth. And as you become aware of it, see if you can release a little more. Let go a little more. 9. Feel into your body now. Where are you still holding? Where do you feel tension? Perhaps you feel pain. Maybe it's in your toes or your feet. Maybe it's in your lower legs. Maybe your thighs or your belly. Maybe you're holding in your chest. Or maybe you're like me and you hold too much tension in your hands or your face. And as you lie here now, and as you become aware of this tension or holding on, notice the release that comes with awareness. Just let go now. 8. You are safe. Allow my voice to be a friend tonight, to be a gentle guide. Know that my voice will only ever take you to safe places. See if you can find the peace in that fact. See if you can find the trust. See if you can notice that when we feel safe, we can become curious, and we can feel a little light of joy within our hearts as we move closer and closer to sleep. 7. The day is done. Whatever has been, and whatever will be, will be. Whatever thoughts arrive with you tonight, just notice them for what they are. Thoughts, a part of being human, but not you. You are not your thoughts. You don't have to follow them. They don't have to lead your emotions. And so if and when they come, and they will, let them float away now, like leaves on a moonlit river, or clouds passing by through a starlit sky. 6. This is your moment. This is your time. Allow that fact to enable you to settle in now, to feel cozy now, to feel the warmth and joy of the ability to just lie here and hear a cozy story. 5. Peace lives within you. It is always there. It is just waiting to be found, waiting to be felt. And so see if you can find that peace within you tonight. 4. Perhaps allow a little gratitude now. Gratitude for the simple things. The shelter you have tonight. The breath in your body. 3. Begin to engage with your imagination now. Imagine a city, a beautiful place, without too much noise, without too much movement, yet still a city, and a place that feels so calm. 2. Checking in with your body one more time now. Your body has worked hard for you today. It's time to give it rest. And 1. as I tell you tonight's sleep story. There is a city in the not-so-distant future, a city of dreams. It stretches wide and tall, filled with soft neon lights and buildings so beautiful that they look like glass sculptures in the rain. They are huge and fascinating, designed not to overwhelm, but to soothe. This is a city where rain falls almost every day. A city built to slow time, to hush the mind, to offer rest to anyone who wanders its winding paths. Its name is Leora, and if you let it may carry you gently into sleep. The tram glides silently along the monorail track, its smooth motion like a lullaby. Rain trickles down the wide, curved windows, each drop catching flecks of light from the city below. You lean your head against the window and watch the skyline unfold. Towers of curved glass and gently pulsing neon rise through a veil of mist. Leora, the rain-kissed city, hums with quiet life. There is no rush here. The world moves gently, as if every element of the city were designed for comfort and calm. Light isn't harsh, but diffused, tinted in soft hues of blue, rose, and gold. Even the billboards glow like dreaming lanterns, showing soothing scenes and flowing patterns instead of advertisements. As the tram eases into the station, you gather your small satchel and step out onto the platform. The air smells fresh and clean, like water and earth and electricity. A few others disembark, their footsteps muffled by the soft textured walkway. Each carries their own umbrella, translucent and glowing faintly with individual colors, like quiet halos drifting through the mist. You unfold your own and step out into the rain. It's not a cold rain. It's a gentle, warm drizzle that seems to rest against your skin more than fall upon it. The street ahead curves organically, its path marked by strips of light that pulse softly beneath the ground. And they lead you in a calming way. Along the sides, storefronts are tucked into structures like hidden gardens, one selling glowing paper lanterns that pulse to music. You pass a small open square where a street musician plays an instrument made of glowing glass rods suspended in mid-air. Each note is a soft ripple resonating in your chest like the distant chime of wind bells. The musician, wearing a long rain cloak patterned with tiny stars, looks up and smiles as you pass, not with expectation, just acknowledgement, a moment of shared presence, then back to the music. Letting your feet choose the path. The rain dapples your umbrella. A quiet rhythm that slows your thoughts. You cross a small bridge where transparent koi swim beneath a glass canal. Above you, draped walkways loop between buildings like silk ribbons. Vines with glowing buds trail down the walls in soft green spirals. There is no honking, no shouting, no urgency here. The hum of the city is like a living lullaby. You notice how people move with intention, but without hurry. A child with glowing rain boots hops through puddles that briefly flash with constellations. An older couple shares an umbrella shaped like a giant flower, petals catching droplets like dewdrops on silk. Eventually, you come to rest in a small park alcove, a bench beneath a glowing tree, whose branches sway ever so slightly, despite the stillness of the air. You sit, feeling the warmth of the seat, designed to react to your presence. The rain continues to fall, just softly enough to lull. You look out over the quiet city, its lights diffused in the mist like candlelight through fog. It feels as though time stretches here, not frozen, but unhurried. You take a long, slow breath and notice your body beginning to relax. The city welcomes you, not with noise, but with stillness. You are exactly where you need to be. And just as the musician's song fades into the sound of rain, your thoughts begin to quiet. The soft chime drifts through the air, not mechanical, but melodic, like the call of a faraway wind chime. You follow it down winding paths where moss glows faintly beneath the rain, through an archway carved from pale stone that hums quietly as you pass beneath it. Ahead, a strange sight emerges from the mist. The tea house floats. It hovers several feet above the ground, suspended by petal-shaped panels that shift and hum in rhythm with the air. Thin streams of steam curl from the curved eaves the soft rain. Around its base, pools of still water reflect the floating structure as if it were a dream mirrored in the earth. A ramp unfurls as you approach, as if sensing your presence. It's covered in a fine woven fabric that dries beneath your feet as you step, soft and warm, with every quiet footfall. You rise into the mist, surrounded by drifting rain and faint music that seems to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. Inside, the tea house is round and welcoming, lit not by lamps, but by gentle strands of bioluminescent fabric that hang like vines from the ceiling. They glow a faint gold, flickering gently, as though syncing with the rhythm of your breath. There are no chairs, only soft, cushioned pods that mold to your form when you settle in. An elderly host glides toward you, his steps more like gliding than walking. He wears a robe, his eyes are kind, deeply wrinkled with years of smiling. He doesn't ask what tea you'd like. He simply looks at you with a small nod, as if understanding something unspoken, and disappears into the softly humming back room. Around you, other visitors sit in their own cozy spaces, each enveloped in the warmth of the room. Quiet conversations murmur like waves, and every now and then someone sighs, a deep, contented breath, like the release of a long-held tension. Soon, the host returns and places a small steaming cup before you. The tea looks delicious, the sip is a wave of warmth that sinks through your chest, your limbs, your spine. It feels like something inside you has just settled, like a bird finding its perch. The host sits across from you, not to talk, but to be present. He tells you in a soft, slow voice the old story of Leora, how it was designed not as a place of power or commerce, but as a city of rest, a sanctuary for dreamers and thinkers, wanderers and poets, a place where time bends to allow for breathing. He speaks of architects who shaped the buildings after flowing rivers, and engineers who tuned the tram rails to play melodies only audible at dawn. He smiles when he says the city's rain is not a nuisance, but a lullaby, constant, gentle, and cleansing. You don't speak much. You sip, you listen, and slowly you feel something change. Your thoughts move slower. Your breath lengthens. Your shoulders grow heavy in the most pleasant way. When you finish your tea, the cup gently warms your palms, as if saying thank you. The host bows with a peaceful smile, and you rise again, filled with something you didn't know you needed. As you leave, the rain meets you once more, a familiar friend. The path before you is softly lit, waiting somewhere in the city. More quiet wonders await. And your steps now are slower, sleepier, as if the tea house has placed a calm at the center of your chest. The path from the tea house winds gently downward through hanging arches of rain-dusted glass leaves that sway ever so slightly in the misty breeze. Leora's rain continues to fall, soft and even, and the world seems to exhale with every drop. You follow a glowing trail that pulses faintly beneath your feet. Subtle lavender and green colors guiding you toward something unknown and gentle. Before long, the scent in the air changes. It's floral and electric, like blossoms touched by moonlight. And then you see a vast, quiet garden, nestled between tall, curving towers. Their surfaces catching the light and reflecting it down like waterfalls of color. This is the Neon Garden. Bioluminescent plants sway in slow, synchronized movements, as if breathing. Their colors shift subtly. Gentle blues ripple into pinks, then into emerald and soft silver. The garden is wide, but not overwhelming. Paths loop around shallow pools and glowing moss beds. Beneath trees, whose translucent leaves hum with a low, content vibration. You step inside and feel the shift immediately. The atmosphere is deeper here, dreamlike, slightly surreal. The sounds of the city dim into the distance, replaced by layered chimes that seem to rise from the earth itself. You can almost feel the melody moving through your chest. The soft flutter catches your eye. One of the birds has landed nearby. It's unlike any bird you've seen before. A delicate creature made of soft feathers and filaments of light. Its wings shimmer like stained glass, and its eyes seem to hold tiny stars. The bird tilts its head, watching you with quiet interest, and then another joins it, and another. They're memory birds. You've heard about them, gentle creatures that are said to take in stray thoughts, worries, and moments from a person's day transform them into harmless dreams. They're drawn to stillness, to calm hearts and quiet minds, and they seem to like you. As you continue walking, the birds follow. They don't squawk or flap. They glide, silent and curious, their feathers trailing faint streaks of color in the air. Soon, you arrive at a small alcove, surrounded by glowing trees, where a woman sits beneath an arch made of flowering capons. She introduces herself simply, Sarah, an artist of memories. With a soft smile, she shows you a glowing feather, not from a real bird, but grown from memory threads. She holds it between her fingers, and it pulses with gentle light. You can place one of your own memories into a feather, she says, her voice just above a whisper. A peaceful one, something worth dreaming again. You sit across from her on a low cushion warmed from within. The rain continues beyond the canopy. One of the memory birds lands beside you, tilting its head in silent encouragement. You close your eyes. A moment comes to you, maybe something from long ago. A quiet afternoon in a sunlit room. The sound of someone you love humming in the next room. Or walking alone under trees after a summer rain. Whatever it is, it glows in your mind's eye, and slowly you feel it transferring like mist curling into crystal, into the feather Sarah holds gently in your hand. It glows. You release it, and the feather lifts, drifting upward like a slow rising note. The memory it carries turns to light, and then dissolves into the air, where it will become part of the dreaming city. The birds sing now, not with sound, gentle cascade of shifting hues that surrounds you, wraps around you, comforts you. You feel even heavier now, sleepier, wrapped in memory and mist. Sarah nods once more. You're ready, she said. For what? You're not sure. But your heart is soft and still, and the birds circle above you as you leave. A slow procession of color and quiet wonder. The aura carries you deeper into rest. The city rises ahead of you, veiled in light rain, and the soft hush of distant chimes, and among its glowing towers, one structure draws your gaze. The Tower of Echoes. It is tall, yes, taller than the others, but not in a way that commands attention. It seems to hum rather than shine. Its shape like a narrow blossom reaching into the sky. Ribbons of mist coil around it, drawn toward its smooth surface. As you walk nearer, your footsteps become quieter. The sounds of the city hush, fading like the end of a lullaby. A clear lift awaits at the base of the tower, its door already open. Inside, the walls are transparent, and faint light flows up the frame like rain traveling in reverse. The guide stands quietly at one side, serene, silver-haired, wearing long robes, the color of moonlight on water. They smile gently but say nothing. Words are unnecessary now. As the lift begins to rise, so slowly, you barely notice the movement. A change fills the air. Each floor you pass emits its own sound, not music, but textures of sound, layered like silk upon silk. At the first level, you hear a deep, soft tone, like the echo of ocean currents far beneath surface. At the next, the sound of wind through pine trees on a snowy ridge. Then a chorus of wind chimes in a garden, or a melody played by water drops falling through glass. Each tone passes through you, not over you. Your body responds before your mind does. Muscles soften, breath deepens. Every floor becomes an invitation to rest, to release, to float a little farther into comfort. The guide occasionally meets your gaze with calm, knowing eyes, as if they've brought many here before. Each one slowly unwinding on the journey upward. Higher and higher you rise. Eventually, the lift opens into a quiet observatory perched above the clouds. The space is circular, wrapped in tall panes of crystal clear glass. Outside, Leora stretches in all directions, a city of shimmer and rain, lights softened by mist. The view is breathtaking, but not overwhelming. It holds you gently in its palm, like the city itself is cradling you. You're offered a place to rest, a reclining cocoon chair, shaped like a shell, lined with moss-like fibers that adjust to your body's shape. You settle into it, and the world begins to melt. Above you, rain falls against the glass dome in slow, rhythmic taps. A soft hum begins beneath your chair, tuned to your heartbeat. It pulses, not to wake, but to settle, to cradle you further, deeper. sailing with you. The sounds blur into warmth. The light fades into shadow. You are suspended above the world, within it, and far beyond it all at once. Nothing remains to be done, nowhere else to be, just the sound of rain above the clouds and the slow, sweet rhythm of rest beginning to bloom inside you. Time has become soft now, elastic. You don't know how long you've been resting in the chair above the clouds. Minutes, hours, or simply a breath stretched into something eternal. The hum beneath you has quieted to the faintest vibration. You are deeply relaxed. Your limbs feel heavy and warm, and your breath is so slow. It's as if the entire world is breathing with you. The guide returns, silent and graceful, holding a small object in their cupped hands, a sphere no larger than a marble. It glows softly, swirling with the soft colors of moonlight on water, starlight through mist, dreams not yet dreamed. They call it a dream seed. It contains only one dream, the guide says, one of quiet, of safety, of deep rest. When you place it on your temple, the city will hold you gently all the way down into sleep. You take it. The sphere is warm, but not hot. Light, but not fragile. Lying back, you close your eyes and place the dream seed at your temple. For a moment, there is nothing, just your breath, your heartbeat, the distant rhythm of rain. Then the softest unfolding. It begins with a field, endless, rolling hills beneath a starlit sky, stars are not in the sky. They're in the grass, blinking gently like sleeping fireflies. You walk without walking. You float without flying. You are carried. The rain is still there, even in the dream. But now it's a velvet mist wrapping around you like a blanket. You pass through a grove of glowing trees, their branches arched above you like cathedral ceilings. From them fall quiet petals, each one fading before it touches the ground. Far in the distance, you hear something familiar, the sound of memory birds singing in color, weaving gentle trails of dream light through the sky. Their feathers fall slowly, drifting like snowflakes. And do you know, somehow, that they carry peaceful dreams to those who need them? You see Ko, the tea master, standing beneath one of the trees. He nods at you once, his eyes kind. You walk on, past the neon garden, now blooming brighter in this dream space. Its lights pulsing with the rhythm of your breath. Past the tram station, where you first arrived, glowing softly like a lighthouse in the rain. Past the musician's glass harp, whose notes echo now within you, as if you're made of song. And then there is no more path, just stillness and the warm weight of your body, resting here and now, wherever you are. The dream folds into itself like a blanket being drawn up to the chin. Your breath has become the rain. The rain has become silence. The aura is still there, below and within and beyond, cradling you, holding your dream gently in both hands. There is no more to see, nothing left to do. safe. You are home. And as the final feather drifts through the dream air and dissolves